Join us for the Christmas bird count. Hi, I'm Risty. Behind the camera is James, and we are park interpreters with the Regional District of Central Okanagan. And today we're out in Mission Creek Regional Park with Chris, because today is actually the Christmas bird count. What is it today? December 19th.
Saturday, December 19th.
So what is a bird count in general, Chris?
Well,
for people who don't know.
The bird count is just what it sounds like. So you're just going to count birds. There's various different methods you could do bird counts. For scientific purposes, generally there'll be point counts where you just stand in one spot and count birds, or linear transects or whatever, that you count birds along a line. But Christmas bird count is a little bit more, sort of the rules are a little looser, and we just count all the birds, all the individual species, and all of the individuals within a circle of about 10-kilometer radius, centered on downtown Kelowna. Since about 1963, people have been counting the birds in this same circle, and just to keep track of trends and what's happening with wintering bird populations.
Okay, so then for the Christmas bird count happening today, it's from midnight to midnight, so however many birds you can find within that defined area in the 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then you compare it to trends from previous years.
From other years, yeah. So
okay.
We've got there. Now most years our circle's chopped up into about 15 areas, and there's several people out in each area in teams, but with the pandemic this year it's all scaled back and there's very few people, but we're covering all the same areas, so we hope to get a count.
Right, and you had mentioned that even some people were just counting from home if they couldn't get out. And
so we have feeder watch is what we call it.
Yeah.
People can just tally birds in their gardens and at their feeders and then report in.
Okay.
And occasionally that's how we find our best bird on the count. Someone will say, "Oh, I have this funny bird at my feeder, I got a picture, take a look," and it's like, whoa.
It's something really spectacular.
Really good, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's always exciting to see what people can find.
Pygmy Call?
Yeah. They weren't very excited. They took off the other direction.
Yeah.
Quite often the little birds come in to investigate when I'm doing the Pygmy Call to mob and try and chase the owl away.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? Yeah. It might have been a pygmy.
Perfect. Is that him that we still hear doing that?
Yeah, he's calling too. That's good.
That's good.
Pretty cool bird to get.
It is cool.
It's like a tennis ball with a tap.
Wow.
I got that in the background of the video.
Nora, what?
He's looking right at you.
Look, he's looking right at us. Did you get this on the video?
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Pretty cool bird to get.
It is cool. Why is it important to do bird counts? I mean, we said to keep track of trends and keep track of birds at this time of the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Any other reasons why it's important to keep doing it every year?
Yeah, it's also a good way to bring birds and conservation and just the outdoors into the public light for a day as well. And get, most years, not this year, but we accept a lot of people who are in the community that want to come out and help, and we put them on a team and they can go out and maybe it's their first time ever birding and it gets them hooked. So we kind of use the bird count for that as well, just
Yeah.
to try and get people into the hobby.
And it seems really social, like a really
Oh, yeah.
social hobby.
Yeah, we
that you
normally
guys are
have a
always
big
in touch.
gathering at the end,
Yeah,
which of course we're not having this year.
Right.
And, it's all just going to be an online.
yeah.
Think
The
so.
online aspect, but even texting back and forth to compare what you saw. And
Exactly.
did someone else already see that bird? In
Yeah.
which case you'll go somewhere else. And
Yeah, yeah. We have to kind of coordinate so that we try not to count the same things twice.
Right. Any birds you're hoping to see this year?
This year, well,
Today?
we're always owls are always top of the list. So
Yep.
I know, we just saw a pygmy owl and a screech owl.
We did. We saw 2 owls today. A pygmy owl and a screech owl. So a big day.
So that was good, yeah.
Yeah.
And other people that were out 5 o'clock this morning looking for owls in different spots. So
Okay.
any owls are always fun.
Yeah.
And then this year we've got a few summer birds that are trying to spend the winter. So Wilson's warbler and hermit thrush are 2 that stand out in my mind right now that we're hoping to get on our count this year as well.
Right. That you don't normally see.
We don't
at this
normally
time
get
of year.
them in the winter.
How long have you been birding for?
Well, I started when I was 9.
Okay.
And so it's been just over 30 years, I guess.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
started doing the bird count, I guess 1991. So
Okay.
it's been a few years.
And you've got a pretty fancy camera, so you're pretty serious about it.
Yes. Yeah.
all the equipment.
All the equipment. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of it's not only is my hobby, it's also my job. So
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do birding tours all over the globe, except we haven't done many tours this year.
Not quite so many this year.
But normal years I run tours to South America and
Okay.
Africa and
Oh,
all over
wow.
the place, and locally as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place in the whole world to go birding?
That's a hard question.
It is.
But
I don't know.
anywhere in Central America is pretty incredible for
Yeah.
birds. So
Yeah.
Panama and
Yeah.
Mexico. The last tour I ran was to Trinidad. That was fantastic. That was in March,
Wow.
and that was a great
Yeah.
place for birds. So
Yeah.
South Africa. I can't pick one. Can't pick
Well,
one spot.
You can't just pick one, right?
No. But
Well, that's awesome.
there's a lot of. That's the nice thing about birding is you can do it almost anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
There's
true.
birds no matter where you go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a good
When
hobby.
we were walking out here to this part of the park, we heard the pygmy, and you were doing the pygmy call. Would you mind doing the pygmy call again? for
Sure.
us?
Yeah. So the pygmy owl just does a little toot that sometimes just the call will bring in other small birds to come and mob it, and occasionally, like earlier, it'll bring in the owl. So let's give it a try. Got the squirrel excited. So that's what a pygmy owl sounds like.
So cool. Yeah, you were doing that, and then we heard the pygmy calling back, and then some of the other smaller birds were,
Coming into mob.
coming into mob.
They figure, come in numbers and make a lot of noise. It'll chase
Yeah.
chase it away, and
Yeah.
it'll alert the other birds in the neighborhood that there's dangers.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why they mob, because pygmy owl eats little birds. So
Yeah.
sometimes it seems like it's counterintuitive for them to come in and mob it right next to it. But
Yeah.
that's what they do.
They do that for sure. Well, thank you so much, Chris. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed
Yeah.
coming out in the park and
It's a
learning.
beautiful day for a bird count.
It's a beautiful day for a bird count.
Couldn't be much nicer.
Yeah, so true. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Risty.
So to learn more about birds and birding in general, a good place to start is the website of the Audubon Society, and that is audubon.org. If you're interested in getting involved in a Christmas bird count for next winter, you can visit the website of the BC Field Ornithologists, and that is bcfo.ca. And getting closer to the bird count for next winter, that website will have information about Christmas bird count groups in your area and how to register. And for park news and updates, you can always visit rdco.com/parks.